We Santo, Man Kolnyang, Mike, Shol Grangawan, Yuping Yarul Pandit Shet Maniel, Anaketon Niel, Jilo, Winetonadol. I think a kick, Buka, Devo, Anyaling, Kuika, Pingrin, Gemana, when I jang along, I do Kagaparami, Madina Majak, Kubo, Makur, Kagaboli, Kuaita Jam, Wagari, Kegala, Emmanuel, whenever you go, I think a kick, Buka. You pon the loy, you might you are good meat to meet one. Could I go boy, no open and Kayogo, I lay you train, is young as you are the watching money. Money, you're going to buy in good, and let on a banana. Hey, you pay a matona road, Jemana to the lake, joy, be tired calling to buy. Punya you to jogging by you pandemic, which in our dam, I my little share. Jalakapi, good at the will banan. Good on boy, low banan, Kayogo, I lay your train, is young as you are the watching money. Money, you're going to buy in good, yellow town banan.
Greeting, Sultan Grand Kual. You are Kual. You guys can hear me, right? Welcome, greeting, guys. good evening, guys. Good morning, good night, and good evening, wherever you guys tuning in. Welcome to Madit Talk Show. It's been a while. I haven't do any show, even though we have a lot of stuff going on in our country need us to talk about. But I've been so busy, I didn't have a time to come and talk about what is happening in our country. And also, I'm fighting with a cold, so my voice will not be same because we're having a winter season. So I caught a cold, so flu. So bear with me, and I'm not going to be here that long. Will be about 40 or 1 hour, 40 or 45 minutes. So it's been a while. Welcome to Walu Bit, Kadi. Mon kwaje kadang kwaje UPA, the real SPLM. Where you guys gonna let Madit that true diehard of SPLM like Woto right here. So Woto and I, we are real diehard of SPLM. You guys call yourself real SPLM. Greeting, brother Biz. I hope you guys are doing well. So it's been a while. We have seen most of you in Africa, especially in East Africa, Kenya, Uganda, and South Sudan. So some of you are following the situation going in our country, like the insecurity going on in northern Jonglei, in Lonwer area, where the SPLIO and White Army are marching to Juba as they campaign in social media. And you guys see Medit with eagle eye conquer those propagandists in social media. But they are come after me, attacking me, all call me a name. That's okay, it's up to them. But so Medit and Eagle Media, what they are doing is we are not for violence. We don't want to see our citizens suffering, continue to suffer. We don't want to see our civilians continue to suffer, and this is what this individual, those supporters of opposition or rebels, those who are supporting a violence in the country. So that's where they use social media to campaign. That's where the Eagle Eye come in to tell Junubin that what these guys are doing is not good. So we need a peace in the country. Yes, of course, I agree with some of you who talk about the government is not doing well. Yes, of course, we acknowledge that and we see that. But the question is, the solution is it the solution to wage a violence, a war? That's how you can make a regime change? No, that's not the way. That's how my disagreement with those people who are supporting a violence, a war, say that they are marching to Juba so that they can overthrow the government. But government have its own, he has the power. They can fight back, as you can see. The war that when SSPDF respond, and you have seen what happened. So you have seen the SSPDF has store peace and security in that part of northern Jonglei. They push the SPLIO forces, those elements. And also, let me make this clear to those of opposition, those SPLIO supporters and White Army supporters, and also the NAS. The reason why I go after you guys is because you guys are not supporting a peace in the country. You are supporting a war. Majority of you in social media are here in diaspora with Madit, right? You guys are here with me. And you are continuing to do this propaganda, and your children are not on the ground field. They are not on the field. They are not on the ground. Okay? Those White Army 16 years old, 15 years old, 14 years old, 12 years old are the one you guys are pushing to the battleground so that they can die for nothing. Okay, that's why I say you guys are not doing a good thing. We need uh, those boys to be put in school instead of give them an AK-47 so that they can go and die. And the government of the day, President Salva Kiir, is the president of Republic of South Sudan, and his government is a government, is recognized by the international community. Nothing, whether you like it or not, he is a president. He's a current president, and you have to acknowledge that. And in order to remove him, it's not by force. Election is the uh, only way that you can remove President Salva Kiir, not in violence. And you guys try so many. I give you guys example. The war of 2013, you guys, Dr. Yagmashar, uh, tried in 2013, and that was his son to overthrow and take a power by force, but he failed. You know, so this is why we tell you guys the only way you should defeat it, President Fakir, is through the ballot box, not through the bullet. The only way, because you guys know President Fakir has been in the bush since his young age until now. So if you say that you want to overthrow him by a bullet, oh, guess what? Be my guest. Be my guest. So you will not defeat the man. So he had that experience. Now you have seen now how SSPDF respond to SPLIO. And I was telling some of my friends that who are supporters from other side that White Army and IO, they are marching to Juba. They will go to Juba. Okay, where are they marching now? The question I've been asking them in eagle eye, that where are SPLIO marching? Are they marching to Juba or are they marching to Gambela? So according to the live process, I have some video to play here. Anyway, let's go back to some of what I put on the screen. That is Tomahini is coming back. I don't know what some of you calling Tomahini 2, Tomahini 1, whatever, I don't know. But Tomahini is back. And Tomahini, I think, is the only vehicle to steer South Sudan from the violence to peace. Okay? So now ARCIS is not working. So ARCIS were designed to not be implemented. ARCIS is an agreement that gives those powers a chance for 6 years to loot the country. Okay? If the time comes when they finish looting the country, and they are fighting now each other. Okay? So the power that they share, like you have seen, we have 5 vice presidents, we have over 600 MPs, you name it, and they're stabbed in the office. Now, country is broke, right? And you guys can ask yourself where the money go. South Sudan is one of the countries that rich with oil. Where the money of the oil go? Well, we have a big country with a tiny country. Big government, I mean, we have a big government in tiny country. So where your money of oil go? They are going to those 5 vice president. They are going that 600 plus MPs pocket. And the corruption is going on wild in the country. And the civilians are left nothing. So now, as you can see, the ARCIS, I don't know whether ARCIS is still in a coma or is die. I don't know. It's up to them. They still now, they still probably still having one breath in it because of Stephen Parr group right there with the OPP group and Ssem-Lm. So they're still steering. That ARCIS is still alive. But according to what we see, ARCIS, I don't know, because it's up to whether he's alive or he's dead. We will see during the election. Now, the election now is a campaign that will go on. The government come out, president come out, so that, okay, we are going for election. Regardless, there's no more extension. Guess what? You never know. These politicians in South Sudan, they always lie. to the citizens of South Sudan, because they just bring this one out. The election will take place. The election will take place in December 2026. That's when the time comes. Oh, well, too bad we don't have time. And this Tomahini now is one of the things that would drive that, so that extension will be done. You see, they are playing your mind, yeah, be that civilian. Okay, and then they carry on their usually routine, continue with their governing that country. You see, now Taumahini is back, and now we've been listening to opposition supporters, and and they are not happy about the coming back of Taumahini. Some of them they are not happy. The only people that I'm seeing that support Taumahini are the same group that who were at Taumahini groups, UPA and other stakeholder. They support Tomahini, but the group of IO, I don't know. You guys know IO is divided into 5 or 6 groups. What I'm hearing from them, they are not supporting Tomahini. Okay, and Soma, they are not supporting Soma too. Remember, the Tomatu is those of Tomuchirilo, General Tomuchirilo, and Ambassador Janwin, Emmanuel Janwin. So those are the Soma too. They are still. I will listen. I have them in my clubhouse room a couple of days ago. So we were debating, talking about Domaini, and they were there. They don't want. You remember when Tomohini was resigned, they were invited to join. They refused. Tomo Chirilo said, "No, I'm not going because my security is not guaranteed. So if I go there in Nairobi, then probably the government will kidnap me and take me to Juba. I'm not going." Okay. Meanwhile, we have many opposition leaders in Nairobi, and they've never been kidnapped and taken them back to Juba. So if you can see, Tomahini now is back. The question that we are asking the government of Republic of South Sudan, President Salva Kiir Mayadi, because Tomahini is yours. You are the one who give okay green light that Tomahini have to be done. And guess what? At the time before all of these crises, you guys went out from the agreement. You guys didn't come to finalize the agreement of Tomahini. So the question I'm asking government of South Sudan, what's now? What's next? Is the same all? So you guys are standing back to the table, Tomahini 1 or Tomahini 2, we call it Tomahini 2 now, or whatever you guys call it. So why you guys couldn't go, same talk, and no solution? Okay. And I understand that UPA are a group of veteran of Ssem-Lm political party, the formers. Okay, they are the one generals. They are one of their colleague of President Salva Kiir Mayadi. They are the one running UPA. And I see that the point that president is pushing for Tumaini so that his colleague go back to Juba and do, I don't know, reform of Ssem-Lm political party, or I don't know how they will do. But yes, of course, I always campaign that Ssem-Lm need to be reformed. Yeah, it's still Ssem-Lm is need to reform, deep reform. Now, on the other hand, Tomahin is one of the group that UPA is one of the group that are non-violent, right? They are not supporting a war to overthrow the government. I don't know, Bill Con. I sometimes, I didn't post on my media. I don't know whether it is true or not. I have to confirm it. I will do my research. I will let you know tomorrow. But I'm not sure I see the image. Say that he was captured, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure because there are so many propaganda going on social media. So I have to provide something before I publish or say talk about it because I'm not sure. So I'm gonna reach out to some of my resources on the ground to confirm whether it is true or not. So if it is true, it will be a blow to the SPLIO and the NAS in that part of Western Equatoria. So so Tomahini, so Tomahini is the only option right now remain. So the ARSIS is a gone case, a done deal. So they even there's something that make it worse. The ARSIS is when the group of within the Tan Aspel pick up arm and then they violate everything on the agreement. So even though there are some, I'm not going to blame um, so much on the Aspel because Aspelum IG, which is now this call themselves now, they're no longer called Aspel IG, they call Aspelum. There's having some part because you guys too are not honest to parliament the peace agreement. Okay. So the absence. But sometimes when you guys see Madit is so harsh on the opposition, is because you guys are supporting the violence. If you guys can see the reason why the ARSIS peace agreement is on this stage, and the reason why the SPLIO IO is on this stage is because of the incident in Nasser. Okay. I understand that the SPLIO supporters and their leadership, they don't tell the Junubin the truth. They will come in social media and lie about, the government is bombing the civilian in Nasser, is bombing people in some part of the northern Jonglei, and all kinds of stuff. But something is missing here because they are the one who pick up arms and they clear a war. Hmm? Not the government is clear a war here. Not SSPDF clear a war again as SPLIO. It's SPLIO with these allies of White Army. Are the one who declared a war said they are marching and NAS, they're marching to Juba. Okay, if you are marching to Juba, government will not sit tight, say that you're going to wait for you to come to Juba. No, they are now confronting you, and according to um, uh, to um, to some of the report on the ground. So I will watch the video. I will share the video you guys can watch. Let us see here the Tomahini up there. So Tomahini on the January 29th, General Lozoros ship Tomahini, the one is called now, they're calling a framework for dialogue to Pacific Envoy, the Prince Alpha Kid. Okay, here it says that the framework is intended to guard liberation on a drop South Sudan national consensus shatter for the peace and democracy. Okay, so now they call it now a Tomahini framework. That's the name that they come up with, the Tomahini framework. Okay, so and they are invited. They invited, so they invited now. The invitee are Aspel IO is invited in Nairobi. Here is something that I'm really confused here. You guys can help me. Here is what it says in this press statement from Tomahini. They say that the Tomahini likewise presenting a framework to the leaders of Aspel IO in Nairobi. So I'm happy because who are the Aspel IO in Nairobi? So I'm confused here. I don't know because we have a Aspel IO in Nairobi, we have Aspel IO in the bush, we have Aspel IO in the government, we have Aspel. I don't know which group of Aspel IO in Nairobi that received this invitation with the peace on the 9th, I think. Let's see here, and also they give invitation to UPA, and another invitation go to Soma, which is North South Sudan's Council of Churches too. So go that they receive invitation. Here it says that this marks a critical step toward transparent and accountability. South Sudanese lead and South Sudanese own natural concepts that charter are clear a pathway to a successfully conclusion of transition through timely, credible, fair, and free election. Okay. We already get a news from Soma. Some of the decline already, they said they are not going. Okay, Toma here now is talking about this is the framework for election coming up. Oh boy. So now we are talking about the election. Some of the opposition that against the election, that's why all this money going on in the country. Okay, the reason why this uh, insecurity go on part of South Sudan is because of election. Because, and sometimes I wonder why is it rebels, our opposition, don't want election? Why is it? Why they don't want election to take place in South Sudan? Hmm? So what they want? This is a question that I'm asking you. Opposition are watching this show. Answer me, please. What you guys want actually? Okay, what you guys want? So you guys don't want election, and you guys don't want extension, but you declare a war to overthrow President Salva Kiir by force, but you don't want to remove President Salva Kiir through election. Okay, that is a question that I always asking them, and they just come back at me and say, "But if you are a tribalist, you are a JCE government supporter." But the reality remains: why we guys don't want election? The election is the only tool that can bring all of these changes, can give limited power to President Salva Kiir Mayadi. Okay, if you guys really want to change the government, if you guys say that we don't want President Salva Kiir, okay, do your campaign peacefully. I know there's no freedom of speech or freedom of rally in South Sudan. You don't have a space, political space in the country. You guys think that the government is tight, you cannot allow to do campaign rally. That's yes, you're right on that, but government needs to put that. So they need to, if you the government of Salva Kiir, if you want the country to go to election, you have to open a political space for the opposition to campaign freely. Okay, so these two parties, whether the government or opposition, you guys are playing the life of the innocent civilian in South Sudan. Hmm? So yeah, so exactly, Majok, Majok Makuru. Yep, exactly, exactly. You're right. So this is the one of the things that I always say. If you guys don't want support the election, and you are just supporting a crisis, the war to go to, because you guys choose a violent over a election. Even though you guys think that the president, even though the people go to election, it will be president will rig election. Okay, it's better than losing life, right? It's better than lose life. Now the war now is going on in Jonglei area. How many people die? A lot of people die. Mhm. For what? And these generals that commanding these forces, they are not even on the ground. Talk about the NAS. The general is somewhere in Germany. Talk about the SPLIO of Nathaniel. Nathaniel maybe somewhere in East Africa, maybe Nairobi, Uganda, or Tanzania, somewhere. But these people are dying on the ground for nothing. So anyway, let me move back to what is happening. Say what happened in northern what's going on between SSPDF and SPLIO and White Army in northern Jonglei. So we have seen that for the past few weeks ago, we have seen that SPLIO captured some of the garrisons of SSPDF in northern part of Jonglei, and there were the complaining they are marching to Juba, and they are calling the citizen of Bor that to open the way for them to go to Juba. They don't have any problem with the citizen civilian of Bor. So government respond back, no, that's not easy to march to Juba. We are going to you. Instead of you guys are coming to us. So when they captured some of those garrison of SSPDF, they was campaigning a lot. They think that they won and everything, and SSPDF has responded. For the past few weeks or past few days, you have seen today we have received a news. Let me play this video from today from SSPDF. From SSPDF, listen to them. They are celebrating. They capture most of the part that IO captured from them. They even captured the tanks. They recaptured them back. Listen to General Paul Nang and General Johnson Willing. Where am I? What's wrong with the? Okay, let me try this. So these are the things. So here is, let me, while I'm doing that, sometimes it's hard for me to, when I'm doing the screening and control everything. So let's see here. Okay, share the video. There you go.
Regaining of territorial control after overcoming one of the most challenging military situations has significantly boosted troop morale. Military songs echoed in parts of Jonglei State's counties as SSPDF forces recovered tanks previously used by the rebels to frustrate government military operations. With the government intensifying its offensive, the rebels have been forced to abandon the tanks, marking a turning point in the conflict as SPLA-IO in opposition forces' capability to wage war continues to diminish. The presence of the Chief of Defense Forces has further strengthened the morale of government soldiers, enabling them to withstand enemy resistance, eroding what officials describe as the rebels' last hope. CDF General Dr. Paul Nang urges displaced communities to return home and rebuild their lives, assuring them of government protection and safety. He stresses the government's commitment to preserving the peace agreement in the interest of national stability ahead of the upcoming December elections at the end of the transitional period.
وده وصلت بتاعه الكلام ده نقول للشعب بتاعنا انه هذا كان مكتوب له ايوه انت قول كوره يا انا قلت يا الله قول ده الكلام بتاعي ده نقول للشعب بتاعنا اطلعوا من ايوه احنا دايرين منكم من يوم الليله انا ما نكون في بلد الشعب بتاعنا وصل انفسكم من ايوه ومن جيج نور احنا دايرين سلاح بتاعنا الايوه شالوا رجعوا لنا سلاح بتاع اسد في الايوه شالوا رجعوا لنا.
The Assistant Chief of Defense Forces for Mobilization and Disarmament, Lieutenant General Johnson Olony has issued an apology for his recent reckless remarks in which he instructed forces to leave no life.
Apologize. ونبدا من الاولي وهي موطن يرجع ماله ايضا السلام سلطان بتاعه ايضا سلطان بيجينا ان شاء الله لا عمل ولا اسود لازم انه الناس انه سلاح يجيب لنا سام نازل ما يجينا ساكت بالله بتاعه ويقول ما انه سلاح يمدا انا كان اشوف يوم جارب يوم قدام الناس ما بيجي بلم عسكريه ما مدنيين ايوه ده الاخوان طبعا ده انا كان داخل معه ده سلطان وانا اقول لهم لا سلطان وتمر تشيل بقوه الا تشيل بالانتخابات سو كان ده مو يابو مشابو سو اي مواطن سلم سلام بتاع سلطان بتاعه ونحن بنشيل سلام من سلطان كان سلطان لقينا الزول بتاعه ما ورانا اسمه لا بنخش في جدال معه وشكرا.
The SSPDF command says operations will continue to ensure lasting security and the protection of civilians as the government reiterates its commitment to peace, stability, and the implementation of the peace agreement. For SSBC News, Mathiang Joseph.
Thank you, Mathiang Joseph, for a good So, okay, so now you have seen Johnson will apologize for his remark, reason that that and no elder will be left in Longwear. But and that's what I was saying, that he didn't mean what he was saying. That's a part of he's a military man, so he have to say some stuff that to put a fear in his enemy, but he cannot, because Johnson Wale cannot kill the innocent civilian, so he cannot do that. So because what he worked for, he wearing that uniform because of those civilians, to protect the life and property for those civilians, not kill them. Okay, so and that is a part of the reason why they are going to the north, to Longwear land, so that to get rid all of these negative forces that put insecurity in the area. If you guys can see those areas that they were occupied by IO and White Army, they looted the area, they looted the shop, they looted the houses, they even even the clothes for the woman, they took them. You see, this is how bad these people are. These people are not. These the kind of people that we are supporting for the regime change. This is not. And this they terrorize all the civilians in Longwear area. And SSPDF has a nation army. That's their mandate, to go in there and to protect the civilians and their property from these criminals. Okay? When I hear what Johnson will that remark, I say, no, he didn't mean to. And that's the reason why I didn't put a lot of it, because he knows that he should not be doing that. But today, good thing, Johnson William came in public and he apologized. Now let's move on, because it was a big deal for the last couple of weeks. Or Johnson William SFP are going to do genocide. All of these negative language have been forced. Even the UN, United Nations weighed in, so to condemn Johnson William. Yes, of course, I don't say that what he say is true, is reckless. It's not. It cannot be supported. But good thing that General came and apologized for his and take his word back, which is a very good thing. And you have seen while they are in that area, we have not received any report that SSPDF have arrested or killed the civilian in that area. Because what we have seen, the video we have seen at the video of SSPDF contribute food to civilian, those civilians who are displaced, ongoing war between SSPDF and IO. So, and they call out that all the civilians, they have to come to the safety area where the NGO and where their safety, they can move there, and then SSPDF can protect them. That's the work of the nation army supposed to do that. And that's the work that we want to see SSPDF do across the South Sudan. That's how you call you are a nation army, okay? And it's good example you have seen. So, and it's good thing that we have seen that, because to put insecurity in place in that part of the country. So, and that's a good thing. So now, so SPLIO and White Army, you know, this is where you guys sometimes say Madit is a tribalist, but no, I'm not a tribalist. Yeah, Jama, there's no any country in this world that the one community or one tribe can overthrow the government. Never. It's never happened. Only in South Sudan. The SPLIO that are using the innocent White Army to fight their senseless war. Okay. The government, why the government is called the government of the day? Because the government is powerful than you. Government have weapons that you don't have. Government have money you don't have. Government have a manpower you don't have. Government have an allies, other countries you don't have. Okay. So you cannot win the war through a violent means. Okay. So all of this, SPLIO supported. This is the time now. Marching to Juba has come to an end. It seems like there's no marching to Juba anymore. And it's a time for you, White Army, and IO, and also remnants of NAS in some part of Equatoria, whether in Western or Central, to put down your arm and join the peace. Tomahini table is open. Go there to Tomahini, negotiate. You need a power. Let all your general go back to South Sudan, and all of these poses. If you have to be integrated into SSPDF, the country. South Sudan need only one army. Okay, South Sudan need only one commander-in-chief. All of this commander-in-chief is nonsense. You're killing the people for nothing. Just go back to the country and you guys can go and looting that. So go in. So instead of put the life of innocent civilians at risk. So this is my message to you.
Hotel الوظيفة الخاصة ما ننسى أبونا يا جماعة. وأنا ماشيين حدود بدنا معكم إثيوبيا.
So now you have seen the video. These are the latest video today. That is SSPDF soldiers. That is the battle that they recaptured back from IO. So you have seen what they are saying. The moral of the SSPDF forces. They are saying that they are pursuing SPLIO forces and White Army. Their target has to stop. They will stop between the South Sudan and Ethiopia border. That's their mission. So now, all of this campaign for the last few weeks about marching to Juba stuff come to this. So for that, yeah, Jama, South Sudan don't need another war. Okay, we have seen that SSPDF has responded warmly, and they have taken all the garrison that SPLIO took it from them. They returned it back, and they are chasing the SPLIO any other organized forces that they organize themselves. They are marching to Juba. We need peace. We are calling the government of South Sudan so that the election, I'm not sure the election will take place or not, but let all of this, let the peace need to return in the country. That's what we want. Today I listened to one of the UPA, Lual Dao. He was interviewed by BBC today, and he's talked. Lual Dao is one of the spokesperson of UPA, Tumaini. He was one of the chief spokesperson of UPA. So listen to what he was saying today to the interview with the BBC. Shared the video.
Here, who is now in the opposition, I asked him what he made of the Kit Gwang's group's withdrawal from the peace process.
It is something that was expected because that peace agreement was signed and there was no implementation, just like many agreements that was signed. We have so many agreement has been dishonored, and Port Sudan is one of those casualties.
230,000 people have been displaced, and 8 groups are warning of a famine in the region. So how best can this situation be resolved in a way that benefits these affected lives?
The numbers of people reporting refugee camps in Kakuma, in Uganda, and across the region is increasing day by day. Our citizens are suffering. There's no food, there's no schools, there's no hospitals, there are no roads. These are the situations that are facing us. And the solution really can be found through the Tumaini initiative.
Do you think there's enough goodwill for that to happen? Because if you feel that that is a solution, do you think that there's sufficient goodwill from both parties for that initiative to take place?
With the support of the Kenyan government and the region and the international community, I believe there is a very good chance that South Sudanese could reach a dialogue. And obviously, this is require us to think out of the box. The same ideas that took us to the conflict, the same thinking, we have to rise beyond that. and start thinking about their country first. If the opposition and the government and civil society, eminent personalities, and all the South Sudanese start thinking about our country, and we put South Sudan first, I have no doubt that in a very short time, we can reach an agreement through this dialogue, and that agreement should usher our country into an era of peace, justice, and freedom.
Now, the UN insists that the solution must be political, not military. From your perspective, what are the concrete steps that need to be taken in order to de-escalate and return to dialogue?
Nations are built through dialogue. And the practical steps are what came through the Tumaini initiative. Partly, really, is a solution. We start first by recommit ourselves, all the opposition group, to cessation of hostility, stop the guns, and engage on a political dialogue that will address the issues. What are the main issues we should address pre the election, and then come talk about election, and after that, what are the tasks that can be done after we have an elected government? Because the country has to move. We cannot be stuck like that. Since we became independent in July 2011, we never had election, and the country has been led through dictatorship. So now, in order to have a serious development in the country and election, then there is a need for a permanent constitution.
Okay, so now you are here from Waldau. Yes, the country need election, of course. Okay, and Tumaini is a road to that. The question is remain to Ssem-Lm, to opposition and to the government. Are you guys honest enough to move the country from the violence to peace? Okay, through election. If the government of President Salva Kiir is honest enough to sit down with opposition, put all of these differences aside. Nobody, no any country, no even Kenyan can bring a peace in South Sudan. Only South Sudanese themselves can bring the peace. If the government is honest enough, if the opposition are honest enough, and they say that enough is enough, all of this political game that been playing for the last 7-8 years, okay? You guys have been playing the life of innocent civilians. So the time for you to sit down in one table, put down your gun, sign the goddamn peace, okay? And go back to the country, form the new government, okay? Give yourself all these positions, and then let's move on, okay? People of South Sudan need peace. They don't need war. People of South Sudan need roads. They don't need war. People of South Sudan need school, clinic, good message. Okay? People are dying every day. Last year, I lost 4 members of my family. And because of what? Because of the lack of medicals. They die from the disease that's not supposed to kill them. But they die simply because there's no any medicine in the country. There's no good hospital in South Sudan. And how many people are dying every day in so-called Juba hospital? So all of this swarm, you guys control yourself in all the resources you put in yourself in your pocket. This is enough. Okay, it is a time for you. You have eaten so much enough for the last 8 years. I thought you guys been millionaire by now. So why don't you give this remaining your time so that you serve your dignity? Give this chance to the people of South Sudan so that they can have that peace they want. So for that, that's my message to both the government and opposition. Your game, playing a quality game, the life of people of South Sudan is come to an end. You guys need to stop. If the Tomahini is the vehicle to steer you out from this reckless, violent to peace, so be it. All of these rebels in the bushes, please join the Tomahini. And the government allowed them to come in, go to election. If you want the government of South Sudan, if you want to give the power to the people of South Sudan, be honest with your word. If you want election to take place, okay, give the power to the people. Let the people go to the ballot box. Okay, let them vote. If the people will speak that they need President Salva Kiir to be the next president, okay, they will vote for him. Or if they decide that, okay, we have enough for President Salva Kiir, we have enough for Dr. Young Machar, we don't want them no more, we need a new flight, new person, okay, they will vote that person that they desire. And give the power back to the people. People they can elect their own governors, not degree and degree out. So that is my message to the government of South Sudan. Okay, all of this degree, the power, all of this. I see today President Salva Kiir fire is President David Amon Major. So even the job security, there's no job security in South Sudan. Those of us Madit here, if the President Salva Kiir call Madit, come, we have a job for you. I say, hell no, I don't need your job. I cannot go there work for 2 months and that's it. But did you fire? No. The government needs the job security is what? If the MPs are elected by the people from their states, okay, they will go to parliament to present their own state, their own people. Okay, the president cannot remove them out. The only people that can remove is during the election. Okay, if the people see that their MPs are not representing them enough, they will be voted out, and they will bring another person, the same governors. Okay, so all of this degree, okay, only South Sudan I've heard this degree. I never see any country. I don't know. I never see any country doing the work that South Sudan government are doing. Okay? Person will be degree today, in few months or few days, or degree out. And people are just lobby. There are people going on the ground. Oh, President, we need this person. We need that. You see? What kind of the country is this? South Sudan needs better government. South Sudan needs a better system. A system that respects the law. Okay? And I hear some people in Cuba that government cannot give you a check, a blank check. If you go to the bank says we don't have money. What kind of that? Is that the country that we want to go? How long are we going to do this? See this? That's a club. Country is clubbing. It's going. It will be just like Somalia. It's already did. And for that to serve this country, the government of the Republic of South Sudan, President Salva Kiir Mayardit, and those people who give you advice, okay, it is time for you to come to yourself, to reality. Okay, you guys done enough for the people of South Sudan. The same thing to opposition, to rebels. You are not out of this. You are same like the government. You guys are in the same shoes. You guys are the one give the people of South Sudan all of this headache. The headache people are having today is all opposition and the government. You hold the citizens of South Sudan hostage. It's a time for you guys to free them. Go to Kenya, wherever the Kenya is a place where you guys find your peace in, go. Go there, sit down, honest one another. If you want one day in one room, discuss all your differences, do it so. Okay? It is a time for you guys to let the people of South Sudan choose what the government they need for or they want for. So for that, Junubin, thank you so much for watching Lake Media. So my name is Abraham Madit. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys next time when we have another discussion. And thank you. Have a good night. Long time. I don't Thank you guys. Have a good one. See you next time.